This one.
And Steve Lavin making very effective use of his bench. UCLA goes 9 deep. We'll see if that'll have an effect later on. Arthur Johnson from Missouri has already once in the first half asked to be taken out of the game because he was a little bit winded.
They're also without Rico Hines, who suffered a strained knee versus Cincinnati. He's one of the captains of this Bruins team. Alex Thompson starting on the wing, guarded by Paulding. Cummings posting up, facing up. Those baselines stripped away.
That was just an outstanding defensive play by Bryant. But UCLA does a great job getting back on defense. Nothing easy in transition so far from Missouri.
Paulding in the corner. He still lets it go, and this time he rips it for 3.
Paulding is a young man who shot 21% from three-point range last year and is up over 45 this year, so he really worked on that part of his game.
Walcott stops, kicks it. Thompson trying to answer. Arthur Johnson with the rebound. Here comes Rush. So smooth with the basketball. Paulding again. How about that?
And that's the difference. When the quick shot goes in the basket, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Certainly does, and we're tied at 26 apiece here in the first half of play.
Missouri is tied it on the strength of back-to-back three-point baskets by Ricky Paulding. UCLA taking quick shots and Paulding making them pay.
2:17 to go here in the first half of play. UCLA, Missouri knotted up at 26. Mizzou at 12, UCLA at 8. Mizzou as a 12, trying to become the first 12 seed to advance to the Elite 8.
And Ricky Paulding has certainly helped the cause in the last 30 seconds.
Compono can't get the bounce. Zurich hauling it down on the baseline with the feathery touch.
Offensive rebounding has been a big story of this half for UCLA. Zurich has 4 offensive rebounds all by himself.
And a whistle and foul. Zurich overzealous on the baseline, picks up the foul, and that's his first.
Zurich is very active on the inside, 240 pounds, has tremendous strength in there, and he just does a nice job collecting himself after getting the rebound, making the tough shot. There's those offensive rebounds we were talking about, 8, and another turnover now from Missouri, that's 10.
Zurich posting up hard, and a whistle.
They're going to call that foul against Kareem Rush, hanging on to Jason Capono as he went through the lane. And when Jason Capono's playing well, he's moving effectively without the ball.
And Capono, known as kind of a standstill shooter, did a good job versus Cincinnati, using that little ball fake and getting down the lane for a couple of easy baskets. Capono, a junior from Lakewood, California. Misses the front end. Capono 1 for 3 to start the game. 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
There's that zone defense by UCLA. They do a nice job matching up against Missouri. Missouri has yet to be able to solve it effectively.
Gilbert down the lane. Stokes, he missed his first two, but banks home his third.
Gilbert did a nice job with the penetration, and that created the lane for Wesley Stokes.
Ties the game up at 28 apiece. Now Cummings feeds the post. Barnes, the leader, no. Ripped down by the little Stokes. Here comes Stokes into the front court.
And Wesley Stokes is a guy who wants to show Steve Lavin that Steve Lavin should have recruited him.
46 seconds remaining in the first half. Missouri on a 10-2 run. This game is tied at 28 apiece. Missouri shooting percentage starting to move upward. 45% now. 10 to shoot. Paulding, he's got back-to-back threes on the baseline. Make it another one.
Paulding didn't score for the first 17 minutes and 30 seconds of the half, but he scored 8 points in the last 2.5 minutes.
That one a 2 in the corner, and the Bruins will play for one shot. Missouri righting their ship here at the end of the first half of play. Here comes the high pick and roll. Barnes knocked away. Bryant with the hand on it, but he stepped on the sideline. But a great hustle play that Coach Schneider will take any day of the week.
There was tremendous communication out there between Bryant and Paulding. They knew where the screen was. They knew what they were going to do. And despite the noise in this arena, we could see them from our vantage point talking to one another and helping one another out. That was great team defense.
So a timeout on the floor. 30 to 28, Mizzou, 5.2 to go in the half.
Missouri with the 2-point lead, and that young man right there, Quinn Snyder, the Missouri head coach, I think has done a nice job helping his team through a very rough start for this game. He didn't get excited, he didn't start yelling at him, he's been over there telling him, calm down, and I think his patience has really paid off here in the last few minutes.
Gadzuric, nice catch on the baseline, that one won't go. Kroenke with the Gadzuric, forces it out the basket, no. So the Missouri Tigers finish on a 12-2 run to overcome an 8-point deficit. And Steve Lavin and the Bruins head into the locker room trailing by 2. Bruins by 4. They're looking to get their stars on track, however.
Jason Capono only 2 points in the first half. And remember, he had 17 in the second half against Cincinnati. Gadzuric only 6 in the first half, but he's already scored in this half. And those guys really do have to get it going if UCLA is going to be effective.
Gadzuric has 8 points, 8 rebounds. Kareem Rush driving the ball to the basket, and he can't lay it down. Tapped up and in, though, by Trayvon Bryant, the freshman from Long Beach, California. McDonald's All-America. He's been having a solid game. Now Matt Barnes looking. Capono, they really close on him quickly. Rush, Capono spinning. Lobs it. Gadzuric, great catch inside. Gadzuric showing some aggression here in the second half of play.
Gadzuric does a nice job getting open on the inside. In fact, Gadzuric makes such a good move. Arthur Johnson's going to completely lose track of him. Johnson steps out to Gadzuric, then loses the ball. And as a result, Johnson picks up his second foul.
Here comes Rush now on the UCLA miss to Paulding to the bucket. Oh, there it is. Ricky Paulding, the great athlete, slamming it home and ties it at 34 apiece. He's got 13 points now.
Missouri going to try to dig in on the defensive end.
Barnes. And he is stripped and fouled. Bryant called for the foul, and that will be his first.
UCLA has tried to use their versatility at various points in the game, and Barnes in particular is the guy who can put it down and take it to the basket. UCLA cleared a side for him, and Bryant can't guard him out there. Shot clock.
Now the shot clock and the scoreboards have gone blank.
Hope somebody was keeping track.
Here at the Compact Center in San Jose. Game tied at 34 apiece. So kind of a weird moment here.
A weird moment in what has really been an odd
game, yeah.
The game started out at an extremely frantic pace. UCLA pretty tough on defense. Teams now trading hoops.
And we will be back right after this. Game tied at 34 apiece, 17-23. remaining in the second half of play, and the scoreboards are out, and of all places, Silicon Valley, and we've got a bad chip in the house, Danny.